If there is such a thing as sheep mentality, the tendency of people to follow along in a herd, mindlessly, without thinking, then the scenes from the January 6th Capitol riot confirms this fact. People with sheep mentality do not think independently. Generally, such people are uneducated, non-informed, lack critical thinking abilities, but ironically have a high opinion of themselves. Over the centuries, we have seen that following the crowd, or a leader, is a distinctly human trait, mainly because it can be an exhilarating experience. History has shown that people have followed enigmatic leaders, for better or for worse. Once the people adopt the sheep mentality, they allow themselves to either become part of the herd or condone activities of the pack. They can also simultaneously lose all rational behavior as emotions take over, and soon they are guided by their leader's actions and demands to whom they have surrendered. There is no denying that, in general, Trump supporters follow the herd mentality. His supporters are willing to deny what the rest of the country calls a reality. The Dunning-Kruger effect, which was named after psychologists Justin Kruger and David Dunning, explains that most of Trump's supporters are people who are either misinformed or underinformed about their own problems. It is a kind of mentality blind spot that makes people overestimate their knowledge, especially in those areas which are quite certainly alien to them. This book, A Nation of Sheep Will Believe a Trump, by Arun Govil, depicts how a president like Trump, with the help of certain media outlets like Fox News, can easily manipulate such sheep people by misinforming them and controlling their minds, so as to turn a thriving US democracy into a dictatorship. The book further discusses how Trump's presidency has shown that the US Constitution lacks much needed checks and balances to protect the democracy. In event an authoritarian president like Trump takes over the country, the book further explores what safeguards can or should be added by the lawmakers to protect our democracy in the future. This book educates the voting public, exposes what has happened during the Trump administration, and shows how an ignorant population can allow a tyrant to take over the country.